If you've ever felt the crushing defeat of losing an audience halfway through a presentation, or perhaps halfway through your sentence, then congratulations, you're human. But don't despair quite yet. There's a not-so-secret weapon that we can use to rescue even the dullest delivery, and that's surprise. The kind of surprise that makes people blink twice, sit up, and maybe even stop scrolling. So step one, break the pattern. Here's the thing. Humans are wired to tune out anything predictable. It's a survival mechanism. Our brains are lazy energy savers. Predictable equals safe. When something unexpected happens, it's like the emergency override for our brain. Suddenly, we're forced to pay attention. Think about the last time something caught your attention. Maybe a coworker dropped a killer one-liner. Whatever it is, it stood out because it wasn't what you expected, and now it's burned into your memory. That's why unexpected ideas stick. They interrupt the autopilot mode our brains love so much. So surprise gets your audience to look up from their phones. But let's be real, it won't last long unless you keep them intrigued. And that's where curiosity comes into play. So let's talk about the gap theory of curiosity. Simply put, curiosity happens when we notice a gap between what we know and what we want to know, and there's that mental itch that's created that you have to scratch. The trick is to open the gap before you close it, but too often we skip straight to facts. But facts only stick if people already care enough to listen. You've got to make them curious, make them feel that mental itch first. But if you want to keep your audience hooked, here are some foolproof ways to spark that I need to know feeling. First, ask a question or pose a puzzle. Start with a question your audience doesn't know the answer to, like, why are some people naturally better at negotiation? Or what's that secret ingredient in Coca-Cola's success? Suddenly, they're all ears because they have to know. 2, make them jealous of someone else's knowledge. People hate feeling left out of the loop. It's why cliffhangers work so well. What happens next? Find out in our next episode. Your job is to plant that idea that someone else knows something your audience doesn't. Curiosity will do the rest. Number 3, create unresolved situations. Nothing grips attention quite like an unresolved story. Elections, championship games, murder mysteries, they all leave us hanging, desperate to know how it ends. And then number 4, challenge their predictions. Ask your audience to guess an outcome, then dangle the answer just out of reach. So there you have it. The next time you need to grab attention and hold on to it for dear life, remember, surprise them, open up a curiosity gap, and let their brains do the rest.